Let me ask you a question. How should the church respond to the terror activity over the last 2 days? What should our response be? I was thinking about this yesterday and even Friday night when I heard what had happened. And I kept going back to Micah chapter 6, Old Testament minor prophet Micah chapter 6, verse 8, right? That says, do justice, love mercy, and walk humbly with your God. And I kind of think maybe that's the framework for how the church ought to respond. What does it mean to do justice? It means to seek what is right, to seek justice. We have absolutely every right to expect that justice would be sought on behalf of those who were attacked. The struggle for the church, however, is to do justice while not harboring vengeance. And if we were honest this morning, I think a lot of us probably have anger, hatred, bitterness, and even vengeance in our heart toward those who perpetrate acts of terror. We have every right to seek justice. We have no right to have vengeance in our hearts. I mean, the Bible says, what are we to do toward our enemies? To love our enemies, right? Anyone, the Bible says, anyone can love someone who's a good friend to them, but how do we respond to someone who hates us, who wants to take everything from us? The Bible says we're called to love them. We're to seek justice, but we're not to do it from a heart of anger, hatred, bitterness, vengeance. We're to seek justice because we love God and we love His justice, but we're to love those who most viciously hate us. Folks, if we can't love those who hate us, how in the world is Christianity any different than any other belief system out there? Because everyone else right now is bowing at the feet of hatred. Everyone else wants them to get what's theirs. We're to seek justice. We're to love mercy. Now, I've said very clearly, the government, the book of Romans says very clearly, the government gets to wield the sword on behalf of a people. The government has every right to seek justice for those who were victimized by terrorist activity, but you and I don't have that right for ourselves. This is why Jesus said in the Beatitudes, the Sermon on the Mount, when you have personally been attacked, you turn the other cheek. We ought to affirm government activity to wield the sword and to seek justice, but you and I personally have to extend mercy, grace, and love toward those who most diligently hate us. Otherwise, what kind of Christianity have we embraced? We do justice, we love mercy, and we walk with humility before our God. What does it mean to walk with humility? It means to recognize that if it wasn't for the grace of God, we would be them. That we're not superior, we're not made of greater stuff, we're not better, but for the grace of God, we would be them. And truthfully, those who want to viciously attack in hatred, those who have attacked us, they are them.